have on my foundation, I used Revlon Colorstay, and then I used my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. And then I primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion and filled in my eyebrows with the Anastasia Brow Wiz and powder. So I'm going to be using the Morphe 35P palette, and I'm starting off by taking this kind of like purpley mauve color, and this is going right above my crease. This is going to be my blending shade. It's also going to be a transition for me, and I'm using a Sigma E40 for this. So I put about 2 to 3 layers of this shade on, and then moving on to my eyebrow highlight, I'm using the lightest shade in the palette, which is a very light matte cream, and this is going right underneath my eyebrow. And then I'm going into this really pretty like purpley pink shimmery shadow, and I know I'm putting this in my crease, which is a little crazy because I usually never put shimmery eyeshadows in the crease, but today I'm going a little crazy. So I'm buffing that into the crease, and a lot of the shimmer doesn't show up in the crease, but that's okay because now I'm packing that same color on in the outer half of the lid. So I'm packing it on with a Morphe brush. This is from the vegan set, and I packed it on about 3 times. I really wanted this shade to pop. It's a little bit of purple, it's a little bit of pink. I think it's a duochrome eyeshadow. It's really pretty. So I'm packing that on the outer portion of the lid, and then of course blending everything out. On this really small, thin shader brush, I'm picking up that really pretty, frosty, light purpley shade and putting this in the inner portion of the lid, and then of course blending those 2 colors out so that I have a nice gradient. This color was so frosty, there was a lot of fallout, but I have to say, in the end, it is beautiful. It looks so pretty. It matches really well with that purpley pink shade. So I'm blending everything out, and then I'm going in with this like super bright purpley blue. Like sometimes when you look at it, you think it's purple. Other times you look at it, you might think it's blue. I'm doing a very like soft cut crease, and I'm just buffing it back and forth. At first you can see it's patchy, which is totally normal. You just have to continue to buff it back and forth, add color, blend out, and then everything should be totally fine. It takes time, but just keep on going. It's really not that bad. So then of course I'm blending out. I want to make sure my transition color is in there, blending out. And then to clean up the cut crease a little bit, I'm taking that purpley pink and just packing it on and straightening up that line. So now I'm doing the same thing to my other eye. Very simple. Like I said, don't give up. Just keep on going back and forth and blending out, and you can't go wrong. I want the inner corners to be very bright, so I'm packing on the purpley frosty shade again. And then I'm going in with concealer and using first the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Serum Concealer, and then to brighten it up, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. These concealers work really well together. The Bare Minerals one is super moisturizing, and then the Urban Decay one is super drying. For me at least, I know a lot of people like it, so together it's like the best concealer ever. And then I'm blending out the edges of my eyeshadow, and then of course going into eyeliner, I'm using my favorite Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Serum Eyeliner. I think that's like the real name. I'm just going in with that and doing my regular wing. I used black today, and that's how the eyeliner came out. And then I'm going into my new favorite setting powder. This is by Maybelline. It's called the Master Fix Setting Plus Perfecting Loose Powder. I love it. It sets really well, it brightens a little bit, so I cannot complain. I'm loving this powder. And then I decided, why not use these Kiss natural black lashes? They look really nice, right? And they were super affordable, so I figured, hey, why not? I'm going back into that like purpley blue color, and this is going in the outer portion of my lower lash line. And then of course I'm using that beautiful frosty shade, and that's going in the inner portion. So after the lower lash line, the eyeshadow is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love the way the look turned out, and I hope you guys like it too. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.